Hey guys, my name is Genesis Messina from Morphin Network, and I'm here with Davi Santos himself, the Gold Dino Charge Ranger. How are you doing today?
Excellent. It's always wonderful to be here.
I see. So how's your time at Power Morphicon since it's day 2 right now?
Yeah, I mean, it's always so amazing to reunite with some of my favorite people ever and get to see some familiar faces as well as meet some new ones. It's a lot going on. It's great.
So I actually watched Dino Charge, like, I think almost 10 years ago, right? And obviously your role was really interesting because you had that voice. Tell me, how was it like preparing, like, your character in terms of, like, the background and everything? Because I obviously liked your character a lot.
I took it really seriously, but at the same time, like, I always was Ivan, like, I talk with my friends and I have suddenly we're talking like this just for the hell of it, So when they said they wanted a Shakespearean, like, night, I was like, oh, I know what you want. And then I just went to the museum, to, like, the night section and just walked around. Yeah.
So wait, so who was your, like, how did you do your research on that? Because I really, like, for me, you did a good job of, like, staying in character. Not in a mean way, but I just really liked it. But what did you, like, what other research you did other than museums that, like, help you get, perfect your character play and voice?
I read a couple of books about knights, honestly, like history, like medieval knights, and I was, like, trying to figure out, like, is it early medieval or late medieval, and, like, what that meant and what their lives were like. And then, like, the voice was just like me, so it made it a little bit more immersive.
Yeah, and obviously, what's your favorite scene when it came to filming for Power Rangers Dino Charge?
My favorite scene of Power Rangers Dino Charge?
Yeah, like a scene that you filmed.
Oh, well, I really loved towards the end when we started when it started to get really hectic, and then they, like, burst through the base, and we were all, like, storming the troop. It just, like, was a crazy vibe because it was so different from what we were usually doing.
Oh, okay then. Is there any memorable fight scenes you had?
I think a lot of them when we were finally, like, there was one where Jared, who plays he was, like, the prince, right?
Yeah.
And he's, like, discovering his, like, noblemanship, but it was, like, all of us doing that civilian fight. And in spite of it being Power Rangers, I feel like there was not that many where we're all, like, together doing that. So, and I'm a martial artist, so
wow,
it's really fun to actually get to do martial arts on the show.
So was it, like, cool? Because how obviously you had to play as, like, the knight, like, historic time, and then learning how to fight. How, like, was it pretty cool? Because you had to kind of incorporate that into the fight scenes, right?
Yeah, it's kind of odd because I never thought of this until now. Like, why does Sir Ivan know karate? I guess.
Yeah, I never thought about it, but it's just, for me, I thought it was like, whoa, it's interesting, right?
Yeah, but even back then we knew that they were communicating, like Asia and, like, Rome still had, like, a communication. So whatever, it's all possible.
Yeah, it's okay. I just thought it was an interesting dynamic considering how you went from, from historic times and then to obviously fighting, right? Yeah, and obviously Dino Charge came out like 9 years ago. How has your life impacted after filming for Power Rangers?
I mean, so much has happened, right? I went right out of Power Rangers into something completely different, which was something like Summer, and I then started doing horror. So there was, like, such a versatility of like, worlds that I was, like, jumping into, which I really loved because Sir Ivan was such an experience and Power Rangers was. But, like, as an actor, I think it's really interesting to really shake things up and go into different worlds. Yeah. So I was really glad to do that.
So wait, you said, like, you opened a diversified portfolio in your acting career? Yeah. So how was horror like? Because that's, like, completely different from Power Rangers, right?
Yeah, so different. It's a completely different part of you. In fact, Power Rangers is all about not being scared, and you're like a hero, where then, like, suddenly in horror, they're like, oh, you're freaking out because of the monster, right? But I guess the through line is that there were always monsters involved, whether it was Power Rangers or horror.
Oh, yeah. So I asked this question actually a while ago, well, from Clara. She's tell us, who's your favorite villain in Power Rangers Dino Charge?
He's sitting right over there.
Oh, I know who you're talking about. Oh, okay. I see. I would have thought it'd been Poisandra or something.
Oh, Poisandra was an interesting villain for more than one reason, but I really loved Heckle.
Heckle?
Because, like, Heckle is, like, the villain version of Ivan in a way. They got the suits, the classic thing going.
Okay, that's really cool. Before we wrap this up, is there anything else you want to say that, to the fans who are coming to Power Morphicon 2024?
For everyone who's here, thank you so much for coming. You guys make this experience count so much. For everyone who's, like, wants to be a Power Ranger, if the show doesn't happen, I don't want to bring things down. there's like so many different heroic kinds of projects, and don't stop dreaming and don't stop doing. Anything is possible.
Yes, everything is possible, and everything's possible with fair wages. And anyways, thank you guys. I just want to say bye bye.